The question of why Jesus didn't plainly say "I am God" can be understood by looking at both his approach to revealing his divine identity and the cultural and religious context of his time, supported by biblical verses. Progressive revelation of his identity. Jesus revealed his divinity gradually through his words and actions. In the Gospel of John, he does not directly say "I am God," but he uses language that implies his divinity. For instance, in John chapter 10, verse 30, Jesus says, "I and the Father are one." This statement implies a unity with God, which his audience understood as a claim to divinity, as seen in the reaction of the Jews who tried to stone him for blasphemy, as recorded in John chapter 10, verses 31 to 33. Jesus' wisdom and timing. Jesus demonstrated wisdom in the way he revealed himself. Declaring plainly "I am God" could have prematurely escalated the tension with religious leaders and might have distracted from his mission to teach, heal, and sacrifice himself for humanity. Instead, he used titles and symbols that pointed to his divine nature without causing unnecessary conflict. For example, in John chapter 8, verse 58, Jesus said, "Before Abraham was, I am." This echoes the name of God revealed to Moses in Exodus chapter 3, verse 14, "I am who I am," and the Jewish leaders understood it as a claim to divinity, leading them to attempt to stone him. The Jews of Jesus' time were expecting a political Messiah, not necessarily God in human form. By using the title Son of Man, as found in Daniel chapter 7, verses 13 to 14, Jesus identified himself with the divine figure who would rule over all nations, but he also avoided misunderstanding by those expecting a purely earthly ruler. For example, in Mark chapter 14, verses 61 to 62, when the high priest asks him if he is the Messiah, the Son of the Blessed, Jesus responds, "I am, and you will see the Son of Man seated at the right hand of power and coming with the clouds of heaven." This is a direct claim to divine authority and equality with God. Jesus let his work speak of his divine nature. In John chapter 14, verse 9, Jesus tells Philip, "Whoever has seen me has seen the Father." His miracles, such as raising the dead, as recorded in John chapter 11, verses 43 to 44, forgiving sins, as seen in Mark chapter 2, verses 5 to 7, and calming the storm, as described in Mark chapter 4, verses 39 to 41, were evidence of his divine authority. These acts, alongside his teaching, demonstrated that he possessed power that could only come from God. Jesus ultimately revealed his divinity through his death and resurrection. Philippians chapter 2, verses 6 to 11 explains that Jesus, though he was in the form of God, did not count equality with God a thing to be grasped, but emptied himself. He humbled himself, allowing his divine nature to be fully revealed after the resurrection, when Thomas exclaimed, "My Lord and my God," as recorded in John chapter 20, verse 28. This was a clear recognition of Jesus' divinity after his mission was complete. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, please hit the like button and don't forget to share and subscribe to the channel for more videos.